Sanchez was in there, and that's a goal for Wimbledon. Laurie Sanchez. He's got it! Oh, Steven Gerrard!
Hello there guys and welcome, it is Niran here and today it's time for me to bring you episode number 19 of our FIFA 16 career mode here with Leicester City. Now in today's episode we've got 3 more games for you. As you'll have seen a moment ago, we are progressing pretty well in the FA Cup. The magic of the FA Cup has been taking hold already so far in this campaign, and we've got to try and carry that on by beating Everton in the semi-finals at Wembley. We've also got 2 Barclays Premier League games against Swansea and Manchester United. Before we get into it properly, again, 75 likes as always would be massively appreciated on one of these videos. And also the last 2 questions of the day, the results you'll have been seeing in the background either now or a moment ago. You guys actually slimly voted that Kasper Schmeichel should be replaced in the next transfer window, but I think I'm going to decide on that at a later date in this episode or in this series or whatever, because it was so close that I don't think there was a definitive answer, and also that you guys think I should definitely replace Wes Morgan with a new young player. So we're going to be doing that in the next transfer window. Slightly less decided on the Kasper Schmeichel scenario. Nevertheless, as you can see, we are now moving on to the semi-final of the FA Cup. It's been a fantastic cup run in both cups actually. Obviously winning the Capital One Cup earlier on in the series, and now in the semi-final of the FA Cup is our second visit to Wembley. Hopefully we can keep up with the trend and we can do what we did last time at Wembley and beat our opposition. Now you can see the starting lineup in the background. No Kevin Wimmer for this game. I think he was very tired for this one. So Liam Moore is into the side. I expected it to be a fairly cagey game, and in the first half it really was. The only main chance there falling to Aruna Kone, but a fantastic save there from Kasper Schmeichel with one hand. But now we're going forward again. Jamie Vardy picking out Pione Sisto, who is unfortunately offside. And what a finish that is though. What an incredible finish that is from Pione Sisto. He might have been offside, but he smacked that in from a full 36, 38 yards or something. Incredible finish. As you can see though at half-time, that goal not counting, and it is 0-0. A very, very cagey affair, this one. This was really the defenders coming out on top, but as you can see, Gökhan Inler floating a ball over the top there for Jamie Vardy. He took it down, getting past Terence Kongolo, who was obviously a transfer target of ours earlier on in the season, but could not dink it over Tim Howard. Romelu Lukaku forcing a save from Kasper Schmeichel there from the header after Ross Barkley got injured. He fell awkwardly on his ankle, but without Ross Barkley, Everton really starting to turn on the style and the pressure. Leighton Baines there hitting the post a moment ago. And we are really living on the edge. Zara Riedewald there cutting out a pass. He can only find Gareth Barry, who sees James McCarthy in the centre. And what a finish that is from James McCarthy with just 12 minutes of this semi-final tie to go to give Everton the lead. It's a shame from Riedewald. It's completely my fault. You can't make like unbalanced passes. They just don't work. But as you can see, we're going forward to try and rectify the situation. But we cannot. Gökhan Inler there with the long-range strike after a corner was headed away. Kasper Schmeichel was actually forward for that one. We were throwing everything, including the kitchen sink at Everton, right at the end. But we do, unfortunately, lose the game. We cannot continue the magic of the FA Cup and get to the final at Wembley. We do make a Wembley performance, but unfortunately we lose in the semi-final. Good rating though for Kasper Schmeichel. One of the defenders got quite a good rating as well. I can't remember who it was. Nevertheless, as you can see, we are now offering a contract to Jeffrey Schlupp. He's someone who rejected a contract offer a while ago. He wanted more money basically, so we've stepped up the wages now to 30k per week, with an additional 1 year on that contract. But yeah, slightly disappointing that result. We'll hopefully see if Jeffrey Schlupp accepts that contract offer. Hopefully he does, and that will bring some sort of light to a fairly disappointing result there against Everton, and unfortunately our exit out of the FA Cup. But now we've got to turn our attention solely to the Barclays Premier League. We're now out of all other competitions. There's no other competitions to focus on. It is just the league now. As you can see, Swansea have actually got the worst away record here as they travel as visitors here to the King Power Stadium. There you can see the squad in the background for us, and we're going forward with the first chance of the game here. N'Golo Kante finding Jamie Vardy, who's playing up front with Andre Kramaric, who unleashes a strike in the 8th minute, and it goes in off the post he sort of sliced it a little bit, and it's ended up curving away from Remy Roux in the Swansea goal. And what a finish that is. In off the post, Andre Kramaric, who actually asked me to start this game specifically there, giving us the lead with a fantastic goal. And Swansea, well, they've equalised with an equally fantastic goal. Gylfi Sigurdsson on the turn, receiving the ball from Michu, swivels and smacks it into the far corner past Kasper Schmeichel, who has no chance. And just 4 minutes after we took the lead with an equally great goal, Gylfi Sigurdsson there providing something fairly special. Jamie Vardy trying to take it to Swansea all on his own there, forcing a save from Remy Roux, and a similar chance here for his strike partner Andre Kramaric a few minutes later, but again the Frenchman in the Swansea goal comes out on top. Now Riyad Mahrez going forward there, he's shoved down by Ashley Williams, and it's a shocking piece of play there from Ashley Williams. He's the Swansea captain. He should be far more experienced than that. The way Swansea are going at the moment, they're in a relegation dogfight. They do not need to be giving away wasteful penalties like that. And as you can see, Riyad Mahrez, the man who you guys have been calling out for to start taking penalties, I've listened, and he's taken the penalty and he has converted it emphatically to give us a 2-1 lead just 4 minutes before half-time. But on the edge of half-time, Sigurdsson unleashing a strike again and coming very, very close there, hitting the top of the crossbar. Sigurdsson, by far the most dangerous player in that Swansea team. He might be someone we have to look at actually in future if Swansea do end up going down. But Jamie Vardy once again taking it completely on his own to Swansea, cutting inside there past Angel Rangel down that left hand side into the box there and just finessing it past Remy Roux. A very FIFA 15 goal, that one actually. I'm not entirely sure why, but just 4 minutes after half time and we have taken a 3-1 lead. Sigurdsson again forcing a save from Kasper Schmeichel just after, but now N'Golo Kante going down the left hand side, putting the ball in for Andre Kramaric. And what a volley finish that is to now make it 4-1 in our favour, and we are running away with this game, even though Swansea have actually put up a decent fight. But look at that for a finish. That is absolutely sensational. Two fantastic goals from Andre Kramaric in this game, and we're not done yet. Francois Kamara, the substitute, giving it to Jamie Vardy. He then finds N'Golo Kante, first time to Dele Alli, another substitute off the bench, and that is an even, well, I don't know if it's a better finish, but it's a good finish nonetheless. He is off to celebrate now with the substitutes, Richie Delat, Kelechi Iheanacho, and Wes Morgan there on the bench. But Dele Alli, a fantastic goal right into the top corner. Nothing the Swansea goalkeeper can do, and we have won this game. The final kick pretty much there of the match with Dele Alli finding the top corner. We have won that game emphatically. 5-1, fantastic ratings as you would expect. Jamie Vardy, Andre Kramaric there with some fantastic ratings. Riedewald, Wimmer, Masuaku and Mahrez the same, but the main rating going to N'Golo Kante, who obviously got man of the match. Nevertheless, it is now time after such a fantastic result. That was absolutely incredible play from everyone involved. Some fantastic goals there for Kramaric and from Dele Alli. But now it is time to move on to my question of the day, and it's a fairly simple one today. Kelechi Iheanacho has been the topic of conversation quite a lot in the comment section recently. We obviously got him in on a 3-month loan as cover for the injured Breel Donald Embolo, who's actually returned this episode. You might have seen a message at the start of the video saying he was okay to start playing from now on. So he's now back from injury, which signals Kelechi Iheanacho going back to Manchester City in the near future. I don't know when that will happen exactly, but it'll happen within the next episode. So my question of the day for you guys is, would you like me to permanently sign Kelechi Iheanacho in the next transfer window? As simple as that. Yes or no. A link to it, the straw poll deciding that, will be in the description below, along with a vote for training. And you're seeing training in the background. You guys voted last time that you want to see Pione Sisto, Riyad Mahrez and Jamie Vardy train. Jamie Vardy, who has actually just completed a record of scoring 10 goals in 10 games, scoring goals in 10 games back to back, and he's now gone up an overall here to 73. Pione Sisto has also gone up to 77 after 3 weeks of training. So you guys have directly improved Pione Sisto and Jamie Vardy there, because they've both gone up an overall thanks to your training. And Jamie Vardy now being a better player means if anyone chats shit to him, he's more likely to bang them. Nevertheless, we're now moving into the third game of this episode, and we are at Old Trafford playing Manchester United. A fairly different team, it has to be said, for this one. Francois Kamano, Iheanacho and Embolo, straight back from his 3-month injury, are all on the side. Riyad Mahrez as well, you'll have seen in the side there. He's the topic of sort of discussion going into this game because of the fact that he hasn't signed a contract. A slightly newer topic of discussion would perhaps be what the heck is Kasper Schmeichel doing? From that corner, Manchester United have taken a 1-goal lead thanks to Marouane Fellaini after Juan Mata hit the post, and Manchester United are dominating the early exchange of this game. Kasper Schmeichel there pulling off a pretty good save as well from a Benzema strike, and Benzema stealing the ball off Kevin Wimmer as well and then hits the post as well. All of that happening in the first, very much the first exchange of the first half, but a very big mistake there from a Manchester United defender, and Kelechi Iheanacho was set away, but Tobias Figueiredo, who's clearly signed from Sporting Lisbon, was coming in from the right-hand side to pressurise him, and unfortunately it's got to the youngster. But as you can see, the pressure has not got to N'Golo Kante because he has scored for a 4th episode in a row. Fantastic work down the left-hand side from Fukurata Masuaku and Francois Kamano. Kamano putting it on a plate there for N'Golo Kante, but what a finish that is, right into the top corner there with the finesse. Some lovely skills from Mahrez as the sort of momentum of this game changes completely. Francois Kamano forcing a fantastic save there out of Victor Valdez, and Wayne Rooney doing a similar thing there for Kasper Schmeichel. But now United going forward again, and they have scored again because Karim Benzema, with some lovely passing play between himself and Bastian Schweinsteiger, has slammed the ball past Kasper Schmeichel. Benzema, who's clearly signed for Manchester United, doing the damage there, but Pione Sisto, having scored a free kick last episode, cannot repeat that feat today. He came extremely close, the ball just fizzing inches past the near post, but unfortunately United do survive and they take the 3 points. Only our 5th, I think, league loss of the season. N'Golo Kante, though, despite being on the losing team, still taking man of the match in that game, just showing the kind of form he's been in, and yet again scoring in an episode. Some fantastic work from himself, some fantastic work in training, but unfortunately we have lost for a second time in this episode against Manchester United after we beat them 2-0 in the reverse fixture in the league earlier on in the season. Good news, though, coming out of the squad is that Jeffrey Schlupp has accepted his new contract. So yes, he did want more money, but he's accepted 30k a week. But straight back down, the emotional roller coaster continues in this episode because Riyad Mahrez has decided he is unsettled. For some reason, he's accepted a contract and then decided he doesn't want to sign the contract and that he's unsettled. Don't know what sort of glitch that is. I got told in the comment section if that did happen, I should try and offer another contract, but as you can see, it won't let me because he's already negotiated a contract with us in this season. So we're just going to have to leave it to the heavens now and just hope that Riyad Mahrez sees some sense and decides to stay at the club. Otherwise, we're in dire straits, a little bit like Chinese Sports was with Coutinho, and unfortunately, literally the same glitch, the same thing has happened. But nevertheless, we have to take the positives out of today and out of this season so far, even if Riyad Mahrez is unsettled, because we are 5th in the league. We have dropped 2 positions since last episode, but we do have a game in hand to take it to Manchester City and take that 4th place back at least. But Arsenal and City, like I predicted last episode, have in fact leapfrogged us. As you can see, there's Spurs just behind us, but they've sort of wasted their opportunity to get on level terms with us. Down towards the bottom, Aston Villa, Bournemouth, Swansea and West Brom still involved in a titanic relegation clash. But nevertheless, I hope you have enjoyed this slightly longer episode of FIFA 16 Career Mode today. Feel free to smash the likes button if you did. 75 likes as always would be massively appreciated, and subscribe if you haven't already for FIFA Career Mode content in the future. Thank you guys so much for the support on the best Career Mode YouTubers video. Guys like DJ99, Chesnoid Gaming, Odd Conflict actually commenting on that video made my whole week, my whole month, so thank you guys for that. I know you're not watching this video probably, but thank you guys so much for that. Nevertheless, thank you guys for your support as well recently. It's been massively appreciated, and if you want to show your support to the series, make sure to, or show your impact on the series, make sure to vote in the straw polls that you will find in the description below. But nevertheless, it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a good day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.